Let me introduce you to a computer science term called algorithm. An algorithm is a series of steps needed to solve a problem. Algorithms are independent of the programming languages that you use. You can think of it as a recipe to make a dish. Now let's look at the simple algorithm for a program that computes area of a circle. To compute the area of circle, the first step is to get the input for radius. So get the input for radius, evaluate the area of the circle, and then display the area of the circle. Let us try to implement this algorithm using a Matlab script. It is a good practice to have plenty of documentation in your Matlab programs. So for instance, I'm using the Matlab comments as a mean to outline my algorithm. Get the radius as input, compute area of the circle, display area of the circle. Now I'm going to write Matlab code beneath those comments. Here I'm going to prompt the user to enter radius of the circle, and whatever the user enters, it's going to be stored in the variable radius. Now with that radius, I'm going to evaluate the area of the circle, which is stored in the variable area. And finally, I'm going to display the area of circle using fprintf. Here I'm choosing to display up to 4 decimal places. For that I'm using %.4f. Now let's run this. I'm going to give input for the radius as 6, and as you can see, the output is formatted up to 4 decimal places. Alright, so let's see how we can define our own functions. The standard convention of a function is that the output value is always to the left of the assignment operator. The input value is within parentheses of the function name. Here are a few examples for user-defined functions. For instance, circle area, Fahrenheit to centigrade, etc. Let's see how to write a function that calculates the area of a circle. I'm now updating the Matlab documentation saying that this is a function. I'm also adding a short line of description of what this function does. Here is the standard syntax for user-defined function. So you have keyword function followed by output variable equals to function name, and in parentheses you have the input variable. Inside this function definition, you can evaluate the output variable value by using the input variable value. For instance, here we're calculating the area using the radius variable. Let me save this. While saving a function, it has to be saved exactly with the same name as the function name that you see in the header. From now on, you can use this function as if it were an inbuilt Matlab function, provided that the function definition is in the current folder. Now, let's go back to the script where we evaluated circle area. Instead of the formula that we have up there, we could substitute that with the newly defined circle underscore area function. Okay, so I'm going to say area equals to circle underscore area of radius. Let me run this and see if it works as expected. Once again, user-defined functions only work if they're present in the current folder. Okay. Now you as a programmer can improve the documentation in the functions that you're going to write. So you could also add instructions as to how to use your function. In the future, we're going to see functions that take multiple inputs and can give multiple outputs. Yeah, so it's always a good practice to have good documentation. Okay.